That's a fun one. Yeah. For a guy or a girl?
I don't know.
Yeah, do this one. This is good.
5 signs that you have high estrogen. Number 1, water retention. Number 2, brain fog. Number 3, frequent urination, especially during the night. Number 4, gyno. And then number 5, mood swings.
Kind of and not really with estrogen and water retention with guys. It's not enough to really do that. Water retention in women has more to do with the fact that they have low progesterone, and that's affecting something called aldosterone, and that'll be that water metabolism thing. You see that a little bit more with that. Estrogen by itself is not always water retention.
Number 2, brain fog.
Brain fog has a lot of things in it, and brain fog may not be the best way of describing it. And I mean, 20 years of working with this stuff, I'll tell you, it's not brain fog you see with guys. And it's also not going to be rage or anger or any of those other weird things. That's not it either. You'll see a guy sitting down, watching a movie, and the dog food commercial comes on, the dog runs across the screen, and he starts crying. That is when your testosterone in a guy, that is when you're a man and your estradiol is a little higher than it should be. And that's when it's not, like a guy, your estrogen should be like 20 to 40. I like around 30 or so for a guy, good level. Crying on a commercial is going to be at 60, 65, maybe 70 tops.
Number 3, frequent urination.
The reason why he says frequent urination through the night is because there has been some linkage between benign prostate hypertrophy and estrogen. And so if your estrogen levels are high, there's a chance that it's causing the enlargement of the prostate. It's linked casually. We're not really sure on that. It's more dihydrotestosterone, honestly. Dihydro is actually more important for frequent urination throughout the night for guys than estrogen. It's not always estrogen.
Number 4, gyno.
Gynecomastia, what he's talking about here, is when your breast tissue is being recruited. Men have glandular tissue here, just like women do. We have our nipple. We also have glandular tissue. You got to have a lot of estrogen to stimulate that. And there's no amount of estrogen that you can make from, like if you're getting good testosterone replacement there from your doctor, they're never going to be super physiological enough to cause that. If you're using stuff you bought off the internet, yeah, that's probably going to happen. Yeah.
The number 5, mood swings.
Mood swings, again, it's more you feel just like, man, I remember this. I bought, those daddy-daughter dances? I brought my daughter to one. This is years ago when she was a little girl. And I remember bringing her to her at the gym. And I remember they're doing these little dance things with princesses and everything. And I just stand there and I was bawling, looking at my daughter dancing with the little princess things and stuff. I was just crying and I was like, what the hell's wrong with me? Why am I crying? Like I'm a sentimental guy. But I was like, what's wrong with me? And I told my doctor and she's like, your estrogen's 65. That's why. So I was like, well, that's my mood. That's what you see. So mood swings, it's not anger with testosterone with men that cause that mood swing part, and anxiety with men with testosterone. It's not due to estrogen. It's due to a lack of cortisol in the prefrontal cortex and serotonin. If you're low in cortisol and serotonin and you have normal testosterone or even a little bit high testosterone, you will have mood swings, anger, and rage. It's not the testosterone. It's the lack of serotonin. It's the lack of cortisol. Here's a few of my signs if you have too much estrogen. 1, you cry watching movies easily. You just break down sad. That's one. That's it. Sorry. Here's my signs of having too much estrogen, right? If you're seeing your doctor and they're giving you testosterone replacement therapy and they're doing a good job, they're caring about you. If you have high estrogen, it's not going to be too high. The sign you'll see if you have too much estrogen, you'll cry when you're watching a movie and you're like, why am I breaking down crying? That's it. If you're using internet purchased testosterone or stuff you bought in the gym or from another country or something illegal like that, you're going to have crying, sad. You're going to have your breast tissue will be recruited and you will have glandular growth underneath the areola. You're going to see it puffing outward. Those are your primary drivers knowing that you have too much estrogen. Those 2 things.